Good afternoon. It's May 2nd, 2023, and today we had two measured legs down before we bounced and reversed. So let's take a look at these trades. So in the overnight, 5 o'clock, when does 5 o'clock happen? 5 o'clock comes in this move down, so we break beneath the overnight lows, and we form this khaki channel here, and I just don't see how you could get in on this reasonably. We break out of the overnight lows and test it once and sell off, but it's not a good setup. And then we just go sideways shortly after the open. Oh, and you get this. I would take this. It's off the key entry point. The signal bar is not great, and it looks like you might be breaking back into congestion, but it's a second entry short and a failed second entry long. So I like that. You can see it works out. Would it have gotten you 8 ticks? I don't know. Probably not by the looks of it. So yeah, no, it would have gotten you 7 ticks. And would it have stopped you out? Yeah, it looks like it would have stopped you out. So here before going lower. And you get this another second entry short, nice bearish bar. And then you get a first entry failed, second entry long. This trend channel, I don't think you would, the trend channel for the day, I don't think you would have had it. But because it's off of that, I marked it red. But I mean, in real time, it just looks like it's at the top of congestion. Maybe it should be green. I don't think you want to take this trap. It's too congested here. And then we just the floor falls out after we test that midline, and yeah, so then we're in this strong move down. I don't think you can take any of this, but you do get a first entry, second entry after the first break of this trend channel. So you can see when we test that price level, some people took their profits, but other people just held on. And then you get a first entry, second entry. I like it enough to take it on this bar, and at that point, it's a pretty strong move down. So, and there's 4 ticks to these lows, and then we just keep on going. And there might be a secondary channel in here. Yeah, you can see that. So maybe you take something off of here because it's a strong move down. Come up here, you get a first entry. The second entry doesn't set up well, but then you get this signal bar. That looks pretty good to me, but it doesn't break lower. So maybe you take this one, but at that point, there's so much overlap. It's not the greatest idea, but we move further down, then you come up, you get this move, and we come over here, you get a second entry short. That's also a failed second entry long. Actually, it's technically not because this isn't a new high, but it kind of looks like a new high. So first entry failed, second entry short. And yeah, this is just riding the EMA all the way down, so you got to take that. And then we come down to the bottom of the channel for the day, and then we just go sideways. And oh, that's a second entry short. I'd probably take that. I would probably take that, and then you'd have a heart attack because it's going sideways before it gives you a scalp. Yeah, so we're going sideways. And you get this. I think I just looked at this as like a trap because we're bouncing off of all those highs, and then you have room to the midline. But that's not a great setup. And there's a lot of overlap. I'm kind of wondering why I marked that. I mean, it looks like a hidden second entry. But yeah, I'm not too sure about that one. Get a failure in here, but it's at the midline of this range. And then we test this support a few times, and it's just clear we're in a range. We break out to the low side, that fails. Break out to the high side, it fails. You don't get a great signal bar to go short here like this. If this closed bearish, I would take that. And you can see a lot of people had that on their mind. So this was perfect measured move, you know, went a few ticks further and then it bounced and reverses. So really pretty crazy. You got a second entry right here far away from the EMA, but it's not clear that we're going higher just yet. Then you get a second entry short here at that level of resistance, so you might take that. And then we just get so many tests off this trend channel. It's confirmation, so you do get a second entry long right here. And if you're reading this chart very well, then maybe you can take that. We make a leg up, go sideways, new high, go sideways some more. And we form this khaki channel, and you get a first entry, second entry long off of that channel. Not a good signal bar, but maybe you take it. We're in this channel, going higher. You get an overshoot that leads to a break. And this kind of looks like one move down. So perhaps you take this failed second entry long. That's also like a hidden second entry short right here. And you get that second leg down before it bounces and goes higher. So we didn't get a break of this larger channel. We did get an overshoot though. So now we have a break of this khaki channel, and we're moving to on our way to a new high. So maybe you take this. Oh no, the failure's right here, so you wouldn't take that. Yeah, so we get a bunch of bounces off this channel, but no setups. And up here you get a first entry, second entry, but this, unfortunately, this only gives you 4 ticks. And that's a second entry long. But, I mean, this looks kind of, after the fact, now that I'm looking at it, this dark khaki channel, you get 2 legs of correction. And then we made this new high. So if you see that, I think that makes sense, and that's probably the channel most people were playing. And this channel, the whole time I had that yellow channel, it just didn't feel right. It felt like there were traps in here. And you could see prices responding to this midline. So anyway, yeah, we get this new high from this channel. I think you want to be a little careful. And we just went below the EMA too. That's telling you something. But I gotta leave that marked, and it gets you a scalp. 4 ticks, that's it. Before everyone takes their profits, and yeah. And you come down here, you get a second entry short off of this trend channel. And that brings us into the end of the day. So not a whole lot of trades in this downtrend, which is a shame because it's a really big downtrend. And after that, it's kind of hard to trade this uptrend. So that's how I saw it today. I hope everyone had a great day. I'll be back tomorrow.